Grandpa's coat was hanging still, covered up in desert dust. Inside the pocket, one old letter, yellow from the years of rust. It simply read, "If you're reading this, I'm already gone." And suddenly, the whole room felt twice as small. So I packed a bag, started the engine with your old Chevrolet, westbound like you always dreamed. I'm driving Route 66 with your words beside me. Every mile feels like your heartbeat. Maybe love never really disappears. Maybe it just waits at the end of the road. Arizona sunsets, Texas skies, old diners, broken signs. Every stranger smiled like they knew your name, as if you'd never left. She opened the door, 9 years old, head still shaking. When she saw your handwriting, she didn't cry, she only whispered, "I waited." I read every word, exactly the way you wrote them. I loved you every single day. The wind carried your letter away. Some stories never end. Route 66 still leads home. Platform 7, 8:15. Same blue jacket, same black coffee. Every morning you walked by, never knowing you were part of mine. You smiled at strangers, never at me. Still I hoped one day, maybe. Then one Monday, you were gone. The station sounded different somehow. Coffee at Grand Central, steam rising in the air. Thousands passing by, but I only looked for you. Every train kept leaving, every season changed. Some people disappear, but never leave your heart. 5 years later, winter snow, the same old clock still ticking slow. Then I saw your familiar face, holding coffee in the very same place. You still drink vanilla, I quietly smiled. You laughed, you remembered, like no time had passed. Coffee at Grand Central, finally side by side. No perfect timing, just the perfect day. Sometimes love isn't late, it simply waits at the same station for the right train. 8:15 tomorrow, together. Mm. Rust on the bumper, dust on the hood. Nothing about this truck looks brand new. The driver's seat still smells like you, like every Sunday growing up. Inside the glove box, one old cassette. Your handwriting said, play this when you miss me. The engine shook, then came alive, just like you did every morning before the sun. Dad's old pickup truck carries more than memories. Every road still echoes your laugh beside me. The miles keep rolling, but somehow you're still here, riding shotgun with me. The old gas station still knows my name. Mrs. Carter smiled. Nothing had changed except you weren't there to order black coffee and wave at everybody. If you're hearing this, don't stop living. Fix what's broken. Love your family. Take the long way home. Those words changed everything. Dad's old pickup truck didn't bring you back, but it carried me back to myself. Every mile, every sunset, every quiet road still feels like home. One last drive together. Every night at 10:30, the piano played again. Through these paper-thin old walls, your melody became my home. Never knew your name, never saw your face, only little pieces floating through the hall. Then one evening, silence came, and somehow the whole building changed. Apartment 402, where every note led me to you. I never needed words to know your heart. Music said everything. Apartment 402 was never just a room, it became a place where lonely souls found each other. Days later, on the hallway wall, a handwritten note caught my eye. If you miss the music, knock My hands were shaking as I reached your door. One soft knock, one deep breath. The music started before the door opened. Apartment 402. Now every evening we play together. No more lonely halls, no more empty nights. Just one piano, two hearts, one song. 402 feels like home. Every afternoon, 5 o'clock, you sit beside the old front door. Your tail still moves at every sound, like he'll walk up the driveway now. The leash still hangs beside the wall. You never stopped believing at all. Rain or sunshine, summer or snow, love doesn't understand goodbye. The dog waiting at the door still listens for familiar footsteps, still hopes every passing car might bring his best friend home. Some hearts never stop waiting, even when the world already knows. I sat beside you, holding your paw. Neither of us could say the words. Then I whispered, Dad's not coming home. You leaned on me as if you finally understood. The wind blew softly through the yard. Your eyes looked toward the sunset, then slowly back to me. Now every evening we wait together, not because he'll come back, but because love deserves to be remembered forever. Good boy, we'll wait together. You wore that old Yankees cap, faded blue, just like always. You smiled and said, let's not be late, like nothing had changed. The crowd kept cheering, the lights burned bright, but I watched you more than the game. One last baseball day, one last summer night. He said, forget the scoreboard, remember this feeling. The crowd stood up as the home run flew, but my favorite memory was sitting next to you. The seventh inning, you looked at me and quietly said, when you bring your son here, tell him his grandpa loved this place. I couldn't answer, I just nodded, trying not to cry. The game ended, people went home, but I stayed watching the empty field, because I knew life would never feel the same. For the same team. Some traditions never end. Play ball, Daddy. One suitcase, one bus ticket, $183. Mom said, call me every Sunday. Dad just hugged me without a word. The town disappeared behind the window, but my dream never did. Everybody said you'll be back. I smile like I believe them. I'm the girl who left Oklahoma with nothing but impossible dreams. The city was colder than I imagined, but my heart burned brighter every night. Morning coffee, midnight dishes, tiny apartment, no heat, no elevator. Some nights dinner was just hope and tomorrow. Years later, standing backstage, thousands screaming my name. I closed my eyes and whispered, we made it. I'm still the girl Oklahoma. Palm trees swaying Christmas Eve, 77 degrees by the sea. I looked outside and asked my mom, will Santa know where we belong? She smiled softly, held my hand, but never said a word. No snowflakes, no fireplace, just waves rolling in. Christmas without snow still feels like home. When love surrounds you, you're never alone. It isn't winter that makes angels sing, it's the people beside you on Christmas Eve. Dad built a tree out of driftwood, tiny lights on every branch. We laughed together, barefoot in the sand, making memories money couldn't buy. Then Dad whispered, snow doesn't make Christmas, people do. And suddenly everything made sense. Christmas without snow was never missing anything, 'cause family was always the greatest gift I'll ever receive. Merry Christmas, wherever you are. Rain kept falling past midnight. One old motel, one flickering light. The vacancy sign buzzed in blue, like it was waiting just for me. The hallway echoed empty rooms. A stranger sat beneath the moon, reading pages worn with time, like every word was still alive. No introductions, no last names, just two broken hearts escaping the rain. Under the motel neon sign, we traded stories, not our lives. Some nights a stranger understands more than the people you've known for years. The morning came without goodbye, but hope remains. I read those words again and again until sunrise. So do I. Gym lights shining, paper stars. Your blue dress stole my heart. One slow dance, one nervous smile. We thought forever would take a while. Then you left and took my hand as our favorite song began. Before the night turned into memories, you whispered, promise me. Meet me here 20 years from now. If life gets busy, if dreams pull us apart, meet me here where it all began. Some promises outlive time. Years kept moving, cities changed, different roads, different names. But every spring when music played, I remembered that graduation day. 20 years later, same old gym, same slow song. Then the doors opened and there you were, smiling like no time had passed. Prom night promise was never forgotten. Some love doesn't disappear, it simply waits for the right moment to begin. 42 winters, 42 springs. Every sunset, the lighthouse sings. Storm after storm, wave after wave. You never left your lonely place. One small lantern, one old key, one quiet life beside the sea. You smiled and said, the ocean never sleeps. Neither did you. The lighthouse keeper never lit the light for glory or applause, only for strangers trying to find their way back home. Some heroes are never known. The final evening, rain poured down. The new keeper came to town. You handed him the rusted key, then watched one last sunset over the sea. Life was never mine, it belongs to everyone still searching for home. Tonight the waves still call your name. The lighthouse shines exactly the same. Though you're gone, your light remains, guiding hearts across the rain. Keep the light burning. Keep the light burning. Brooklyn. Every Saturday afternoon, same old corn, same old tune, an old guitar, a weathered case. Thousands passed without a trace. Then one little girl stopped to hear. She smiled like I'd already made it. One small coin, one simple dream. Sometimes that's enough to keep believing. A song for Brooklyn started on these streets, before the lights, before the crowds, before anyone knew me. One little voice believed in me when nobody else could see. Sidewalk, This one's for the little girl who believed before the world did. A song for Brooklyn now echoes everywhere, but every note still belongs to that first applause from one little dreamer on a Brooklyn street. Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Summer carried our younger names, barefoot running through the rain. Tiny lights above the stream, like someone scattered dreams. You laughed and said, "Don't grow up." I promised I'd try. Years passed quietly, like the river. We never noticed time moving on. When the fireflies returned, so did we. Not the children we used to be, but the hearts still remember every summer, every promise, every light waiting by the river. The old oak tree still stands, the wooden bridge still sings. The town grew older just like us, but the fireflies never forgot. You smiled, they remembered. I smiled back, so did we. When the fireflies returned, they brought us home. Some memories never disappear. They simply wait for one more summer, one more night, one more chance. Good night, until next summer. The highway faded into the night, 1,000 miles to make things right. You Your old voicemail still saved on my phone. 10 years gone, still felt like home. Mom called softly just before dawn. Your father's waiting, please come home. Every mile felt longer than the years between us. Home before sunrise, before the morning light. Some roads don't lead away, they lead us back to where love never left. The porch light still burned like it always had. You were sitting there in your old wooden chair. You smiled before I spoke. I knew you'd come home. No long speeches, no blame, no pride, just one embrace that healed 10 years in one moment. Home before sunrise, the sky turned gold. Some hearts never stop waiting, no matter how long you've been gone. Home will always know your name. I'm home. I'm home. Dad, I'm home.